Namaste and very warm welcomes to all of you. Today is a day of great pride and reflection for our nations as we celebrate National Civil Service Day this year, 21st of April 2026. I want to take a moment to salute the spirit of public services that keeps India moving. We see the roads, we see the digital payments, we see the relief camps during a disaster. But who are the invisible architects behind the world's largest democracy? For thousands of people, these three letters IAS are more than just a job, they are dream of services. But beyond the red beacons and the prestige, what is actually mission in 2026? Today is April 21st. While most people are going about their Tuesday, thousands of officers across India are renewing a pledge that was first taken nearly 80 years ago. Welcome to our special deep dive into National Civil Service Day 2026. In this video, we are breaking down the most 2026 theme of citizen-centric governance and exploring why the role of a civil servant from its colonial shadows to the Viksit Bharat vision is more critical now than ever before. And before the proceeding further, we will try to tell you this year theme which has been declared as a theme of Viksit Bharat citizen-centric governance at the last mile. So this year is not theme, it's just not a buzzwords. In 2026, the government focus is the last mile. What's mean by it? What does the mean of it? It means that a welfare scheme is only successful if it reaches the person who does not have a smartphone, the person living in the further corner of the Himalayas and the remote area, deepest parts of the vast forest. So this kind of mean this year has taken as a milestone of this, and the key pillar of this 2026 visions of National Civil Service Day. So these are three key pillars. First is saturations, and what is it? What is in it? So ensuring 100% coverage of government services. Second is it is technology with a soul, by means using AI and data analytics not to replace human but to identify who is being left behind. And third, what it is? The PM's awards. What mean by PM awards in this National Civil Services Day? What mean of it and how it is just mixing with it with each others? Today, the Prime Minister will honor officers who did not just follow the rules but innovated, like those who turn waste to wealth or use drones for land mappings. So, to understand our future, I think we have to go back to the history. At the 1947s, India was on the brink of independence. The British were leaving the country, was being partitions, and there was chaos. So many leaders wanted to scrap the colonial civil services entirely, but one man stood firm, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. On April 21st, 1947, at Metcalfe House in Delhi, he addressed the first batch of independent India's IAS officers. He told them, "Your predecessors were brought up in the traditions in which they kept themselves aloof from the common people. It will be your burden duty to treat the common man as your own." So it was here he coined the legendary phrase, the steel frame of India. He knew that without a strong neutral bureaucracy, the country would fall apart. The transition was not easy of our things. When we talk about the colonial era, so British Indian Civil Services, that is ICS, was designed for revenue and control. And when we talk about in post-independence era, so the focus shifted to development. Officers became the leaders of the Green Revolution, White Revolutions, and in the reforms era, we moved from red taps to missions Karmayogi, a massive shift towards competency-led capacity building and evolutions. When we talk about the evolutions where we are now, so like so What does a civil servant look like in 2026? It's main questions to ask everyone persons. And who is preparing and who trained for IAS and IPS and Indian foreign services as a, they want to see themselves as a Indian civil servant. So it's question to them. What does a civil servant look like in 2026? They are not just a baboos behind the mahogany desks. They are right now a leaders, a crisis managers, a facilitators for startup and local entrepreneurs, a crisis managers for handling climate related floods and anything what is happening and disturbing in the particular region which is just allotted to them. So today's civil service is about proactive governance. Instead of you going to the office comes to you through your screen or your local panchayat. So it is not all about the ceremony. The Indian civil services faces massive challenges in 2026. What kind of challenges Indian civil services facing? The political pressures, the huge political pressure, but it is indirectly when we just showing and when we just come out from the direct pressure, which is just when we just talk about through a particular measure. So the need for rapid escalations. So and the scale of 1.4 billion pupils. So, but National Civil Services Day is a reminder of the ethics of anonymity. A true civil servant work without seeking the limelight, ensuring the wheels of nations turn smoothly while we sleep. Whether you are an aspirant dreaming of that office of, definitely it can be Indian Foreign Services, it can be like a IGS and it can be of IPS, or a citizen benefited by schemes. Today is a day to recognize steel frame. Remember, the government is just not a building; it is a person who decide to serve. So, in the last of our talking, we will try to dedicate something special. That is, I wish you all happy Civil Services Day. And if you found this history and this all kind of conversation which is presented by myself, you found this history lesson is inspiring, hit that like button and subscribe. And tell us in the comment if you were a district collector of a day and if you were a district superintendent of police for a day, what's the first change you would like to make? So until next time, keep building India, moving ahead, and Jai Hind for all of you.